The U.S. Department of Agriculture's Wildlife Services Division is an agency that's in the business of essentially killing animals. They've been doing it since 1931, and there were agencies doing it before them, but under that agency they've been doing it since 1931. And one would think that, there's a concept in management called adaptive management. And what adaptive management tells you to do is to try something you think will work, then evaluate to see if it worked. And if it didn't work, you try something different. The Wildlife Services is doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same result. And every year they have to kill another 100,000 coyotes. And if that's the case, then something's wrong with that picture, because you're not getting anywhere. You're just killing coyotes for really no good reason other than maybe a very temporary resolution of a problem, but it's not a permanent solution. And there are solutions that we know work that don't involve this just repeated killing of animals. And one thing we know about predators is that in killing them, you break up their social structure, you create a situation that actually causes them to want to increase their populations. And it breaks down those natural controlling mechanisms within predator populations. So if we could come up with a model that doesn't kill animals, but still addresses conflicts like with wildlife and livestock, that leaves the predators in a more or less natural state in the environment, then we move forward. We come up with a system where we don't have to do the same thing over and over again, especially killing animals. One model for that is the Marin County Livestock Protection Program, where essentially the county decided to try something different because they'd been using wildlife services for a long time and getting the same result, and they were getting a lot of animals killed, and not necessarily just the animals that might have been causing the problems, but a lot of overkill, you might say, of coyotes, for example, that weren't causing problems, and other species that get caught in the snares and traps and such that weren't a problem at all. So they were just taking those out of the system and kind of tearing up nature in the process. So this model is based on non-lethal methods, guarding animals with other guard animals like dogs or donkeys and llamas, if you can believe that, putting up electric fencing, and actually discouraging and preventing those predators from getting to the livestock. And if you have the best thing you want if you're a rancher is you want a family of coyotes that eat mice and rabbits living right nearby, because they're going to keep all the other coyotes out that might come in, especially the ones that don't yet have established packs. And those are the ones who are looking for an easy meal. And the other thing that alpha pair do in like coyote populations is they teach their young, their pups, what to hunt. And if they're in a situation where they can't hunt livestock, they teach them to hunt mice and rabbits. And if you're a wild animal, it makes a lot of sense to not waste any time going after something you don't know is good to eat, or you don't know how to chase it and kill it. You focus on what you've been trained to do, because nature is an energy game. You want to expend the least amount of energy to get food to replace the energy you spent.